All right, buddies, let's start.
Buddhism is about real life. Buddhism is rational and reasoning. Today, we shall talk about a concept that is deeply traveling into an essential area of our real life, and that is renewing our resolve. Renewing our resolve towards this practice, which is directly proportional to our resolve towards our life, towards the people around us, towards our environment. Remember, Buddhism is rational and reasoning. But who has the time to think that way? Do we get time to pause and see everything in a newer perspective? And what is our perspective anyway? All through our lives, we live a borrowed life. After coming to this world, we are taught, say education, say mannerisms, say behavior, say our ambitions, say our career, say how to even have relations, how to dress, how to talk, how to listen, how to make notions in our mind, and so on and on. Even our failures and successes are defined by this world. Whatever the world says is failure is deemed failure. Whatever the world says is success is deemed a success. When then do we get the time to peep inside ourselves and see what we are made up of? When do we get time to know our own selves? See, during this marvelous journey of life, what is our life all about? It is about perceptions, emotions, notions, compassion, grudges, wishes, dreams, desires, problems, fears, and so on and on. In this entire tussle of everyday life, when do we get time to think about life, our life?
We are too busy seeking something outside because every time in our life something or somebody is better than us, and we fold our hands to it, bow down, and start expecting some return gifts. Yes, return gifts. Because we require a savior. But remember what Buddhism tells the truth that we are a wonderful creation. We are completely in our own selves. Resolve is to remember this truth and start living life wonderfully. What is our resolve ultimately? Is it the resolve to remember dates and information of Nichiren Buddhism and Soka Gakkai? Resolve to follow, worship somebody and call him a demigod? Yes, these things have a deeper meaning, surely. But Buddhism tells us a lot more about life apart from this alone. We came into this world without having been told about it. Is this why each one of us comes here, or is there a bigger reason to it? Buddhism says it is about previous births and our previous actions, and we accept this reason as the ultimate truth. We start practicing this philosophy, we start chanting, which definitely gives us something extraordinary. Something extraordinary feel, some exceptional vibrations, some exceptional positivity, some exceptional motivation. The study coming through Shakyamuni Buddha, Nichiren Daishonin, which is further explained by Dr. Daisaku Ikeda, gives deeper insight about the ultimate law of the universe and tells us about the purpose of our lives. And that is exactly when we start understanding the actual meaning of our lives. We start thinking about this one phenomena that is resolve. We start taking our life seriously and try to energize our wisdom. We start viewing our life from a broader perspective. Instead of living day to day and purposelessly, we instead start treating our own selves as a treasure, as a marvel, and as an immense possibility to create value every moment.
Furthermore, we even start seeing others with compassion. We start seeing goodness in others. We actually start believing in the all round goodness of the environment that surrounds us all the time. We start understanding our relationship with everything that surrounds us in a newer way. We start seeing a deeper reason about why we are here, wherever we are. These are, in fact, the various aspects of the resolve that we start understanding after coming to this practice. It is not like that earlier we were fools or idiots, and only that this practice makes us something meaningful. No, not at all. But here, after coming to this practice, we come in constant sync with principles of life, of environment. and of that one ultimate phenomena, the karma, the law of cause and effect. And with that, the vision of our resolve starts becoming clearer in our life. But what is our resolve actually? Let's view this with the help of a common example that relates to each one of us.
The example is of right now, right here. Buddhism is all about real life. Think about all those moments in the past that you always wanted to live your best, but couldn't. Think if you can go back in that time. Those times you thought were waste, useless. Those times were so insignificant. And now you crave to go back in the same time and make the most of it. Oh, if at all you could go back to the same days, same nights when everything was so lovely, so fresh, so young, and make the most out of every moment and work for all those lost chances, lost people, lost relations. But strangely, when you were actually living in those times itself were so insignificant. That is because of lack of wisdom. Now, today, in this present time, this present moment, think as if this has also gone, and you are here to see this moment from some distant future. You shall start taking these insignificant moments as a prized possession. You shall want to make the most of every day today. Resolve is to live life like a wonder every moment. Resolve is to be nice to your own self every moment. Resolve is to remember the impermanence of life every moment so that there must not remain any regrets. Resolve is to do justice to us every moment. Doing justice to every moment also points to another important aspect. Let's take the help of another very relatable example here. Say, the way we take care of that scroll called Gohonzon. We've been told to be utmost careful while opening the Butsudan, been told not to touch the scroll, been told not to even clean it on our own. In case of any renovation or construction or shifting house, we must have been told to call up our senior leader and wrap it up with utmost care and keep it safely till the time the necessary task gets completed. Yes, that's what we've been told, and we do that.
Now think about this. How often do we take care of our own self like that? It is said that Gohonzon is ultimately a reflection. So, how often do we take care of that actual figure, which is us? Whose reflection is there in the Gohonzon? The respect that we give to that paper scroll, which is supposedly highly reverent, respectful, do we give the same respect to our own self? Do we treat our own self with the same care and devotion? We may laugh at this. Come on, who takes care of one's own self like that? Do we pamper ourselves like that in any way? Be it physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, or whatever. If we are so away from our own self, when we will discover our own wonders that are present inside us. So, the resolve is to treat ourselves the same way as we are treating that paper scroll that we so respectfully refer to as the Gohonzon. Remember, we are respect worthy, we are dignified, we are a wonder, and we are our own greatest buddy. Something like a wish fulfilling wonder for our own self. Yes, that is what we are. And that is exactly what Buddhism taught the ordinary people 2500 years back. And that is exactly what Nichiren, that wonderful seeker of truth, carried forward and further propagated. Our chanting further gives our insights about the unexplored areas of human consciousness, and we further go deeper into the understanding arena. We think more about this one phenomenon that is resolve.
That is exactly where Buddhism comes into place. Resolve. Come on, we have a bigger purpose here. Why are we here? What is the purpose to be here every day? To make the most out of every moment, to extract juice from every moment, to celebrate life like a festival, to learn and to know new things each day till the last day of our life, to establish a camaraderie, friendship, bonding with whosoever we meet, to balance relations, to enjoy relations, to make merry with relations. to spread smiles and laughter, to make things simple for everyone, to help others wherever possible, to spread harmony, to love our own self and others too, to spread compassion and empathy, to uncomplicate things, to dance, to discover and explore our own selves, resolve to be a better person every day, to understand things with a broader perspective, never to get defeated by tricky situations, to have a better control over our emotions, to have a better control over our temper, to have a balanced behavior always, to evolve and help others evolve, never to get swayed by negative influences, always trust our inner wisdom, face adversities with a sound mind and with wisdom, ready to turn negative adverse moments into positive situations. This Buddhism is Buddhism of freedom. Freedom to fly in the clear blue skies of life. Freedom to win over all weaknesses. Freedom to evolve always. Freedom to feel the joy and dance of life always. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much for being such patient listeners. Thank you so much.